Hey everybody, I'm continuing my series on lawful versus legal. This is part 2. There was a little horrible sound in that first video, which I've taken care of. So just remember, we're on the Constitution of Alabama. The constitutions of all the states are generally worded the same way. Number 2, that all political power is inherent in the people, and that all free governments are founded on their authority and instituted for their benefit. So the people have the authority, not the courts. The government is a public office instituted for your benefit, not a for-profit corporation, as we talked about before. And that therefore they have at all times an inalienable and indefeasible right to change their form of government in such manner as they deem expedient, whatever that may be. 10, that no person shall be barred from prosecuting or defending before any tribunal, which is a court, in this state by himself or counsel in any civil cause to which he is a party. So we'll get into that a little bit later as far as filing a claim against a police officer, judge, prosecutor. This right here gives you the right, and they can't deny you, because remember, this is their rules. 11, that the right to trial by jury shall remain inviolate, which means not harmed or changed. So you have a right, number 1, to prosecute a claim against a police officer for injury that he does to you in your lands, goods, person, or reputation, and that you have a right to trial by jury in these cases. They can't deny that. Of course, they'll try, but you file a claim against the clerk for not processing your case. And this is a kicker right here, that all courts shall be open, and that every person for any injury done him in his lands, goods, person, or reputation shall have a remedy by due process of law, and right and justice shall be administered without sale, denial, or delay. So it's telling you right there that you have the right for any injury done you in your lands, which that's trespassing, or if they try to take your property, goods, which includes money, your items that you own, your person, which is injury to your person, assault and battery, unlawful detainment, which when they put you in a cop car and put you in jail for a fucking traffic accident or DUI or anything, any kind of traffic offense, and they can't charge you for it because it says right there, without sale. They can't deny you, because that says they can't deny you, or delay. They can't delay it. Of course, they don't want they don't want us to know any of this stuff. That's why they don't allow video cameras or recording devices in the courtroom, because they know what they're doing is fucking illegal, unlawful, excuse me. Number 35, that the sole and only legitimate end of government is to protect the citizen in the enjoyment of life, liberty, and property. And when the government assumes other functions, it is usurpation and oppression, which means to seize or exercise authority or of possession wrongfully. So this is their only function, is to protect you in your enjoyment of life, liberty, and property, period. It's not to run around arresting you for speeding and all that horse shit. That's a for-profit corporation. Number 36, that this enumeration of certain rights shall not impair or deny others retained by the people, and to guard against any encroachments on the rights herein retained, we declare that everything in this Declaration of Rights is accepted out of the general powers of government. So it's telling you right there, everything I just went over are the general powers of government. Anything outside of that is unlawful, unconstitutional, and illegal, and shall remain inviolate, which means unchanged. They can't change this, their own powers, but they have. The legal society, which is the court, cannot break the law to enforce a legal act, code, or statute. The law, according to the Constitution of Alabama, is any injury done him in his lands, goods, person, or reputation, period. The state, county, or municipality was not harmed. You can't harm a corporation. In fact, the harm done was by the man who sometimes acts as police officer, who is an employee of the corporation. He has no authority unless he is injured in his lands, goods, person, or reputation. So the police officer, who sometimes, the man who sometimes acts as a police officer, it can be taken to court under this Constitution and all your constitutions for damage that he causes you in your lands, goods, person, or reputation. That's taking your money, that's putting you in handcuffs, putting you in a cop car, putting you in jail. You file a claim against him for money damages because you were harmed. And I'm going to get into all that later on. And there was no crime, only a violation of a legal act, code, or statute which the man or woman never consented to. That's you. You never did consent to be ruled over by a police officer. Remember, people are the source of power. The man or woman who sometimes acts as police officer caused injury or harm to the person they arrested by assault and battery, which is an unwanted touching. That's the definition of assault and battery. Barratry, which is using the court system for profit, is exactly what they're doing. Unlawful detainment, which is detaining someone against their will. And extortion, which is obtaining money through force or intimidation. So you think when a cop comes up to the car in a military grade outfit, costume, with a gun and all that horse shit, that's not intimidating? It is. So it's up to us, it's up to you individually and me to stop this bullshit.